Ladies and gentlemen, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Class is in session. You already know what's going on. What's going on with you guys? What's popping? What's popping? Can you guys hear me? Make sure you can hear me and don't play about it. Oh shit! Did I? Hello? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's popping. Let's see what's popping. Let me see. Zine. I gotta drag this thing here. Drag this here. Drag it. Dracaris. What are you talking about? I'm trying to figure something out here. All right, guys. On the Instagram side, you guys missed last week's class. That's why you're asking all these questions. It's Move Maker Monday. Okay. I've pinned it out there so you guys can see what's going on. Move Maker Monday. Let me move. Why is this my thing not going anywhere? What? All right, guys. Today we are going to be talking about an artist. So let me give you a little background before you guys start asking questions. I see there's people on Instagram, TikTok. Welcome to the show. Every Monday, I hope I'm staying in this place, bro. So every Monday, I do something I call Move Maker Mondays. I highlight artists and creators and people that are just different, right? They they move in a way that's so different. I feel like you guys are going to like my taste in human beings. Once I see a human beings that fits a particular pattern, and I'm going to be sharing the patterns with you very soon, right? I think I've been able to unlock something, right? So I'm going to be sharing those things with you guys. Today, I want to talk about something that you might find interesting. Something you might find interesting. Before I go ahead, I want to do a quick check. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me very well? Am I clear? Let me know so I can keep going. Let me pin this comment so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. Move Maker Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody confirm so I can go ahead. Lily, okay. Okay, that's good enough. All right. So today we're going to be talking about creators or people who, generally speaking, you've your life is going ahead. You're going ahead with your life. Listen to me. You're going ahead with your life. You know, you might be in your mid to early late 20s or mid to early late 30s. Some of you are even approaching 50. Ladies and gentlemen, you are stuck in a career or you are stuck in something, some sort of things that you're doing. But you know that you have a passion towards something, but you keep telling yourself it's too late. It's too late. It will please you to know that we're living for the first time in history. We're living in a period where you now have the advantage over somebody who discovered their talents when they were young. You get what I'm saying? Fidede, thank you, thank you, thank you. Camera is sharp, Abby. Yeah, I got you. Well, so we're talking about a syndrome that is a lot of you guys don't pay attention, so you don't notice what's going on. Most of you people have a talent. You get what I'm saying? Most of you people have gifts. One of my friends, okay, let me just call them my acquaintance because his talent is kind of questionable. His talent, God, you won't believe what this guy's talent is, ladies and gentlemen. He opened up to me, he told me that, Olu, for you, you're always talking about take what you love and convert it into something. How do I convert my talent? I say, come on now, tell me your talent. I need to know. You get what I'm saying? I'm 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 almost a motivational speaker. Tell me your talent. He said, I won't believe what is first of all, let me send this link to people that were asking for the link. Share this link. Tell them their favorite show. Your favorite show is on. Your favorite show is on the TV. Okay. I said, come on now, tell me your talents. Tell me your talents. And he was like, man, you're not gonna, I feel like you're just gonna be like, what type of talent is? I said, don't worry, I don't judge. Just tell me the damn talent. Guess what this guy told me? He told me that he visits, he visits the restroom at least 9 times a day. I said, excuse me? He said, yes, that he visits the bathroom 9 times a day. So maybe I thought maybe he was going to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Some people have the bathroom separate and then the toilet separate. I thought maybe he was going there to take selfies. Some people are good with selfies. This guy said that he goes to, what I'm saying, he just loves sitting on the toilet seat. And he doesn't really understand how that can become something that he can turn to like productivity or career. And then he thought that I was going to like shame him for that. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hobby is shitting, that's not a problem. There's a reason, the underlying reason is possibly you just like the serenity of the toilets. You get what I'm saying? You like the peace and the tranquility of the restroom. Or maybe you just like the way the cold surface of the toilet seats, how it just makes you feel comfortable. Or maybe it is you just like, passing it. Either way, you can turn it into a business. You can also present a business idea where you you create a safe space around using the toilets. You can literally come up with a brand where you're actually creating a safe space. You call it toilet safe space. Okay, now for instance, you could create something where you're just the interior decorator for toilets. Like you could be the interior designer for toilets. Like you just imagine your website is like turn your toilet into a safe space. 19.99 per hour. That's something. You get what I'm saying? Because all you got to do is understand the why. Why are you usually going to toilet 9 times a day, right? It means that it's there's something about the enclosure and all those things that happen in the toilet that makes you feel comfortable. So you can spin it up. The moral of what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you think your hobby It's just mundane. Okay, look at what is what is what is Oprah Winfrey's hobby? I mean, what is Oprah Winfrey's talent? What is Oprah Winfrey's talent? Like, Oprah Winfrey is a friend of yours in high school. How do you recognize her talents? How do you tell Oprah Winfrey, hey, I think you have a talent? And she asks you, what's your talent? Her talent is listening, ladies and gentlemen, listening. Listening. Like, how do you train your ear? You have people who are basketball players. They go out and practice their hoops, practice their dribbles and stuff. How do you tell somebody to train in their talents? How do you even tell somebody that their talent is listening? Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch Oprah Winfrey, when she sits down with you and she asks you a question, right? It's not just the questions that actually make you want to talk to her, it's the way she looks at you, it's the way she makes you feel as though there's somebody that's here to listen. Then it's just the safe space. You get what I'm saying? There are people that are better listeners than others. And if there's anything that you could put better, good, bad, then there's something such as excellence. Excellent. That means there could be an excellent listener. If you're an excellent listener in today's day and age where if nobody actually wants to listen, everybody wants to talk, you could create something out of it. The best podcasters in the world are not the best talkers. The best podcasters in the world are the best listeners. Because a lot of people who talk too much, they tell them, oh, see, I want to start a YouTube station. And you ask them why. They'll be like, I'm just a talker. I'm like, listen to me. Podcasting, the most successful podcasters are the ones that sit down there and listen and ask questions, and they're not the star of the show, but people want to come on their show and let out their heart and their business. So you literally need to be a better listener than a better talker. You get what I'm saying? So you can see that back in the day, listening was not considered a talent, because some people claim they can listen, but as soon as ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you have noticed some people when you're talking to them like this, right? As soon as you open your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you open your mouth, they already have something to say. And you'll be wondering, you'll be like, well, I mean, what do you really have to say? I haven't even finished what I'm saying. So, what exactly are you responding to? You get what I'm saying? And that's basically like 70% of everybody now. It's like, as soon as you open your mouth, they already have a response. You get to understand what I am saying before you know what you're responding to me, right? So listening basically is what I'm saying is a talent. Okay. Now back to my point. I've now identified two talents that otherwise would be considered not a talent, but now they're talents. Somebody, an acquaintance of mine, I barely know him. He goes to the toilet 9 times a day, and now he can start a mobile toilet, safe space toilet business. A talker can look up to Oprah Winfrey, I mean, a listener, and see that the listening can get them to billionaire status. There's not even a lot of black female billionaires, self made. And somebody who was one of the first made it from listening as a talent. Listening. The thing that you don't do, listening, right? So don't look down on one of my, a relative of mine, right? I was telling him the same thing, and he told me that he doesn't really have any talent, that he's checked and he doesn't really know. And I'm like, think again. And it's like, I don't know. I was like, what are you good at more than just your friends? Just zone into your friends. What are you good at when it's just you and your close friends? And he was thinking, I was like, well, I call people. I'm like, yeah, because you call, you text. I have a communication problem in terms of like texting and calling, but you don't have that problem. You just, because you think it's nothing, but right now, as I speak to you in the AI age, I'm just at work. I literally was talking to my coworker. I'm trying to hire somebody for work. And then I did a couple of interviews, And then we found some guy. We're trying to like sitting on the fence, and then somebody from another department opened up and said they wanted to come in, right? And you know, long story short, somebody is complaining about attitudes of the person. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's a mix and match. So you have to do there's soft skills, there's hard skills. And I'm not going to go into detail on that part. I'm just giving you an example. Right now, as I speak to you, because of AI, and this is very important, I want you guys to listen to this. Because of AI, co-pilots, ChatGPT, Claude, and all those things, right? The nicest person at work is the hardest person to fire. The person that checks up on people. Ladies and gentlemen, mental health is a big thing. If I was in a team of 5 and everybody, because now everybody's using AI, everybody everybody is using AI, everybody has become so smart all of a sudden. Even the people who were struggling with English words, now they be writing emails. I'll be like, damn, I know you don't write this well. There's no way in hell you don't write this well. You have used something. You have used something because I know you personally. And when I walk up to your desk, you cannot complete 5 complete sentences. And now you are writing like Shakespeare. You are not Shakespeare. I know you. Everybody is perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is just the beginning. Okay, now think about in 3 years, everybody is going to sound smart on paper, on computer, on email. Everybody's going to sound smart. So the question now is what is going to be the edge? Ladies and gentlemen, is that same skill that you kept looking down on when somebody asked you what's your talent? Ladies and gentlemen, if there are 7 people on the team now and they say we should fire somebody, I'm not firing the person that is making my mental health to be in the perfect place. Ladies and gentlemen, the person that smiles at work. I go to work and I see somebody that smiles and tell me good morning, and you want me to fire them. How exactly am I supposed to see smile? How is my workplace going to be happy with that person without that person? And then yeah, I'm stuck with the person that is sending me co-pilot email, squeeze face as if as if you are a dictator inside work. When the technical skills levels out, right now you guys think you have a job, but between me and you, for the past 5 years, you have been writing emails. I will not tell your boss. I'm not going to tell your boss. Don't be scared. And your boss is not listening to me because your boss has better things to do. He's inside, he's watching Fox News and CNN. He's about to go and vote either that guy or the other guy. He's not watching me. Your boss does not have sense like that. So don't be scared. Your boss is not here. But between me and you, it's email that you write. 9 to 5, email, Outlook, 9 to 5. Honey, I'm going to work. You wear suits and you wear tie and you leave your house. You enter 1 hour traffic to go and write email. Between me and you, today is not for man. Oh. This not today is no today is not a relation. Everything art. Today is no relationship. Today is move maker Monday. Move maker Monday. We are getting to a point. No relationship. Please don't bring your situationship here. Keep your situationship discussion for Sunday. Situationship Sunday. Keep your situationship problem. If somebody is stressing you out, please document it and we will talk about it on Sunday. Situationship Sunday, 8 Eastern Time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Maker Mondays today. Okay? TikTok, as TikTok royalty, thanks for the heart. Thanks for the heart. You guys should show some love in the gift section, okay? I'm talking. When I talk sense, you do gifts, gifting. Don't be playing that one, okay? All right, what was I saying? Um, I don't want to get distracted. Everything, all right. Okay, so what I was saying is that you have once the skill set level when there's a level playing ground for skills, when everybody is doing the same thing, you people think that's not gonna happen. But like I said, you're writing emails. The highest thing you are doing right now is PowerPoint. Back in the day before AI, they knew you as the number one person for PowerPoint. They are doing PowerPoint with AI now. You are in trouble. You're in trouble. They're doing PowerPoint with AI. They're writing email with AI. Even the small work that you're doing, AI is doing it now. So now everybody is going to, people are going to be like, okay, who has the softest skill? Smiling. That's why a lot of men are going to lose their jobs because men, I've been telling men, men smile. Men just carry face as if we're fighting war. As some men think we're still in World War One. Look at their face. I almost gave one man a knock yesterday. I entered the elevator with him. His face was so strong. I was like, "What's going on? Are we?" I had to look around. I said, "Are we in? Are we in Iraq? Are we? Is there something that is going on somewhere?" Smile, smile, smile. This man don't hear. You will lose your job. Every day I enter work and I see a woman with soft expression. I'm happy because the men, their face is too strong. Because what used to happen before is that the men thought that, well, as long as I do my work, right, I'm good, which is always has always been the case up till now, right? As long as I do my work, you see them working hard, and it carried them through. But the truth about the matter is, with productivity tools, and we're getting to the end of productivity tools, we're getting to the highest maturity of productivity tools, and so when productivity tools mature, what happens? It means that you're gonna have to find some other things to, pair up with your stuff. There's still gonna be things that you could do to stand out from a work perspective, but you still have to like pair it up with stuff. Like me, ladies and gentlemen, I used to keep my online life and my professional life separate. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the way I'm cracking joke in the office now, you cannot fire me because once you fire me, the whole office is depressed. Because I crack joke as soon as I enter where I'm going. I crack one joke here, I crack one joke here, I joke here, I make that my boss smile, my assistant boss, all of them, they're just smiling. So that by the time it's time for firing, you are not going to fire the comedian. So if I don't make it online, I will make it offline by joke. I crack joke everywhere I go now. Because I notice that people don't have anything to smile except they look at their phone. They're looking at memes. So me, I give you real time laughing. Very soon now, I'll open my comedy. I'm going to comedy club to go and learn how to crack professional joke on the stage. Once I'm done with that one, it's over for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We crack joke to survive. We crack joke to save our future. We crack. If you want to sell me a house now, I crack joke for you. You reduce the price. Joke now is a strategy. Look at how I'm joking at you now. Before you know, when I joke, you send me hats. Nobody is sending me anything on TikTok except royalty. I crack joke for your life and your destiny. Send me something. As long as they also see beyond the joking. No, of course they see. If you don't see beyond, that's your problem. You get what I'm saying? You gonna have to see it. So what I'm saying is that you gotta look at other things to help your future because AI is it's leveling the field basically on capabilities they call it functional capabilities, right? So you gotta find something that you can help to get some leverage. Okay, now let me get you to the points. Some summer sale. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Royalty keeps royalty keeps giving me. See, I'm making her life more fun. You get what I'm saying? Um. So today, that is what I wanted to talk about. But the main thing that I'm trying to link it to is that there's a particular artist, right? I know that some of you guys. I don't know. Let me actually do a soft poll for all the people who are not African or not familiar with maybe haven't gone. Have you guys anybody here that has not heard any Afrobeat music? Afrobeat. Anybody who know your Afrobeat music? Afrobeats. Say no if you haven't. You've never heard one Afrobeat in your life. Okay, so I'm gonna assume at least everybody has heard at least one Afrobeat. K-pop. I've heard like maybe one or two K-pop. All right, so the reason why I'm asking you that question is if you've heard Afrobeat. Okay, let me do a second one. Who who has heard about Burner Boy, Wizkid, or Davido? Out of those three, I know you've heard. So Burner Boy, Wizkid, Davido. Who do you think is the best? The best. Burner Boy, Wizkid, Davido. Who do you think is the best? I got one Burner Boy. I got one Wizkid. Okay, so one Wizkid. All three of them. No, we need one. Davido is the last. Dang. They're all unique. I can't say. Wizkid. Hannah says Wizkid. Wizkid. So I'm thinking Burner Boy, but everybody's saying Wizkid. The audacity, Burner. Burner and Wiz shouting Davido. Okay, so I'm thinking Ashake. I like Ashake. I'm actually going to see Ashake soon. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Wizkid. Okay, good, good, good. I like Burner Boy. I like Burner Boy. I'll say Burner Boy. And the reason why I like Burner Boy is Wizkid is good, but I think he's more like a Wizkid blew up since when he was a kid. And this is very key to the point that I'm going to make. I want to make a point. I want you guys to stay with me. The points that I make, this is a maker move maker Mondays. I'm going to highlight an artist. But how I do it is I'm going to tell you the why, and the why also would relate to your life. There's a lot of things multi-layered going on in this lives. Wizkid blew up when he was 16 or something. I think it was even younger, right? Wizkid was known as a prodigy, but also Wizkid did not have any other thing but sing and just make music. He had to go to the studio. He was a studio rat. He made it. That's why he labored. He didn't just blow up like all. He blew up in layers, right? Before he now blew up in the world. He had big in Nigeria and Africa and this. Burna Boy had a little bit slower start. Burna Boy had it was kind of like local, and then he was popular among the artists, but he wasn't really very known with the Nigerians. When I was younger, I almost had a song with Burna Boy. I have a story because I used to rap back in the day, but I used to rap, but I was also going to school, so kind of half and half. So one of a mutual friend wanted to connect us. That time, Burna Boy had not blown; he was just about to blow. So I could have had a song with Burna Boy. Shit, you guys would have not heard the last of it. Okay, so see my point here now. Burna Boy had a slower start, but he had time to bake his sound because of the slower starts, right? And right now, I think Wizkid got very comfortable in his sound, but he got really stuck in the sound. Now he has mixed and matched some things, right? He has mixed and matched of this, but he got stuck in the sound. Whereas Burna Boy stayed in the gray area of that wilderness for much longer, but he was actually making money. Now he wasn't like broke, 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 but not as much. As a result, he wasn't too desperate to change his sound, and he was very original. And over time, these things have paid Burna Boy. Burna Boy's sound, to me, is more mature. Perfect. That leads me to the person that I want to introduce you guys to today. This guy that I want to introduce you guys today, when you go back to your Apple playlist and you are playing his sounds every 2 days, please remember who gave you the recommendation. I gave you the recommendation. Look at me. I gave you the recommendation. Whenever you play that song and play the man songs, it must remind you of me of you of me. Anyone. Just remember. Okay. Now, before I before I reveal this guy, right? I want to tell you the underlying thing that I think is the secret to this guy, and I think to some extent Burner Boy. But his own is even way worse than Burner Boy in the sense that it took him really, really slower. And then I'll tell you how it applies to your life because I know that your life, you are thinking about how to move the life forward. And I'm here with you, thinking with you. Now, some of you guys, back to my point, some of you guys have been working. Some of you guys became an engineer because they told you you cannot do it. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing that you have engineered in your life before you went to that engineering school. Between me and you, they told you that your father just told you you must be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. That's what they told you. That's what they told you. And so you only had three options. A lot of Nigerians in this chat are one of them. Some of you, they told you to be a doctor, engineer, or a lawyer. You decided that you want to be a stripper. Please skip this message. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other people, okay? Bear with me. Okay. All right. So some of y'all got into your current career, right? By virtue of first to do it in my family. I want to be the first person to earn six figure in my family. Your family members have been earning two figure, but since you came in and you were getting good grades, they say, "Oh, you are the one that you are the first person in this family that will earn six figure." That's you. Some of you, just because just because you went to a playground when you were 6 years old and somebody had a little injury and you said, "Oh," and you said, "Oh, you're hurt. Sorry, I can help you." Your mom just started running from the stands. She ran to the stands and came and met you and told you that she sees a doctor in you because of one small tiny scratch that you just had empathy for. And somehow in your brain you were just flattered, and now you are working in the medical hospital. You now have an Instagram page. You wrote there, "Black feminine doctor in Boston." That's your handle now. "Black feminine doctor in Austin." Somebody will see it now and think maybe every day of your life you were dreaming of how to be a doctor. I'm not criticizing you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with you. I'm proud that you became that doctor. I'm proud of you. Super proud. This is my proud face. Don't worry about how it's looking. Inside, I'm proud of you. So what I'm saying is that while you are doing the doctoring, while you are doing the lawyer, some of you are that's Sumasil. Some of you, because you argue too much, just because you argue too much, even the content of the argument does not even look like a lawyer type argument. You are arguing about makeup, foundation, Mary Kay versus what's that Rihanna's one? Mary Kay versus Barbie, whatever y'all call that thing. That's the argument that you were arguing. Your dad just came from nowhere and said, "You see, I told you you would be a good lawyer." And from there, you just started to go towards the lawyering. Now you are working as a court appointed lawyer. You are fighting cases in the courts. That's how you became that lawyer. But you will not let us hear word on the internet every day. Day in the life of a lawyer. Day in the life of nothing inside that day has to do with law. Day in the life of a lawyer. You are showing us makeup. You are showing us day in the life of a lawyer. You are taking us through makeup tutorial. Fancy. Day in the life of a lawyer. You are showing us groom with me, groom with me as I go to court to go and fight case. We know nothing about the case. We know nothing about the courts, but we know all of a sudden I'm now a pro. I'm following one girl on Instagram, lawyer something. Every day I open my phone, her handle is lawyer, but every day I open her phone, I learn more about Fenty and face wipe. You get what I'm saying? I come out of her reels as a Fenty SME. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not criticizing that, but you see where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this now is that your true passions, as a result, does not even lie on your job. Even when you try to make it an identity, the juice of what you, if I go to see your content, I see more of the lifestyle that you really, really like than the thing, right? But if you see people who are very passionate about engineering and medicine and law and all those, which are really good disciplines, when they open video and do, you yourself, you will know when you see passion, you will know what passion looks like. It's not aesthetic. Some people are passionate about the aesthetics of what their jobs are doing more than the actual job. When you see those two people, you would know. You get what I'm saying? Summer sale. I know you are not used to long form content. You are only looking for short form content. Ride with me. I will drop you at the appointed bus stop, okay? I'm talking, I'm leading you. I will get you will see where I'll land. I'm leading you there. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you have this roles that you're working now, right? You have these jobs that you're working. Every day you drive to that work, right? You are happy about the 6 figure and 5.5 figure, some type of figure, you are happy about it. You are happy about the car that the job allows you to drive. You are happy about the email and the warm regards that you keep sending, speaking English and making people feel like you know how to speak English when you and I know that co-pilots and AI and ChatGPT is involved. You are happy about the way you have to dress and speak and straighten your back. Your mannerisms are very Queen's English. You get what I'm saying? You are happy about all those things, and I'm happy for you. But when you sit down on that cubicle, your mind starts to drift. Where does your mind drift to, ladies and gentlemen? You get what I'm saying? Where does your mind drift to? As you are looking at me now, you are thinking of being a content creator. Say, oh, I don't know. I've been thinking maybe I should just record myself. Please, we don't need any groom with me again. We are tired of groom with me. Groom with if you are thinking of groom with me, please, we're tired. We don't need any groom with me. Please. We don't want groom with me. I'm tired of groom with me. I beg you in the name of whoever you are trying to groom. Don't do any if I open I've noticed everybody on this live, there's almost 300 people on TikTok, Instagram. I don't even know what's going on. Um, I've seen all your names. I've seen all your names. If I open TikTok tomorrow and I see any of you say groom with me, okay, look at somebody, Miss Neurologist. That's her now. Yes, we are tired of going to the Miss Neurologist. I hope you are putting neurologist contents in there, in that TikTok or whatever it is that you are now. You will show me. So now you're thinking of being a content creator and you are thinking about everything other than the thing that you are really passionate about. And then you are thinking, well, I know I'm passionate about, maybe some of you are passionate about beauty. You get what I'm saying? Maybe some of you people are just passionate about painting, like art. Some of you are good conversationalists. Some of you know how to converse, you know, but you forget that that by itself is a gift, right? You have to soak yourself into that thing that you're passionate about if you're trying to veer. You understand? But two things are making you scared. Two things are making you scared. The first thing is, you've been in this career for so long, you're in your mid to early late 30s, you're older, and then if you start towards where you're passionate about, that you know you're going to be competing with people who have been doing these things for years. You get what I'm saying? That's what you're scared about, right? And this artist that I'm telling you about, this artist that I'm trying to introduce you to, right, will challenge that thought and let you know that it is not too late. Not only is it not too late, we currently live in a time in history where your experience in an unrelated field would actually help you with your experience or with your inexperience in a field that you're naturally gifted at. I'm gonna say that again for some of you guys that are trying to multitask. Your experience in an unrelated field would actually help you with your inexperience in things that you're naturally gifted at, which are two completely separate things. Okay? You guys don't pay attention, but I'll tell you, if you notice a trend, if you notice a trend on the internet, I don't know whether you guys are paying attention or whether you guys pay attention. Content creators that are making waves right now, content creators that are making waves right now, there's another class of content creators. Almost all of them are doing completely different work. One of my favorite content creators on Instagram now, he kind of like does something that I some things like me. He's in a car recording himself. It's kind of like an Italian guy. I don't know who knows that guy. It's Italian. It's Georgie something. He's in his car and puts his camera and says, and starts talking. You probably know him. It's Italian American. I think from New York or something. That guy is a lawyer, right? Now I think he has like multiple thousands of followers, and now he's just started doing stand up. He's a lawyer. There's another stand up comedian who is a surgeon, retired surgeon, the Arab guy. He has worked at a surgery as a surgeon for years, and then just completely pivoted. Now he's a full time comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an upsurge of creators who now have their full blown lives. I don't even know what I should tell you guys what I do, but I am just understand that I work in IT, and I've been working in IT for a while, right? And did pretty good well working. And so there's some people that I work with. Most people that I work with cannot tell that I'm this character. Like if you if you show them my video, they're gonna be like, that can be that man, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever it is that you are doing now, whatever it is that you're doing now, if you have something that you have convinced yourself that it's a talent or something that you're really good at, but because you're way off into this professional career that you're doing, and that is too late. No, because my engineering, my whatever career that I'm doing, right? I noticed that it helped me to become a little bit more structured where otherwise I would not be. It also made me less desperate for money. It made me less desperate for quick virality, and it made me, because of that, I'm able to master my message, my condense my style is forming at a much slower pace, right? But is forming in a way that I feel more original. Whereas if I did not have money, I probably would have blown up or something because I'll be more hungry. But then I'll just be like going everywhere the wind takes me, right? It takes me everywhere, and then I would lose my originality. Basically, is what I'm saying. So there's a lot of things that you can don't blame yourself for working on the same job while trying to hone the thing that you need to get out your talents, basically. And this is what this guy did. So this guy basically was a petroleum engineer. This guy was a petroleum engineer. He got trained as a petroleum engineer. He worked as a petroleum engineer, but eventually he gave into his dream of becoming a gospel artist. Now, he's not your typical gospel artist. Most gospel artists, when you hear them, you're either in the mood to go to church or mood to start standing up and praying and doing all those things. But this guy, once you hear his song, you want to do everything that is not in the gospel. I don't even know what type of gospel artist. Yeah, I'm not talking about the lyrics, but every time I hear the song, I find myself almost texting a situationship that I had already broken up with 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? He puts you in the vibe, but he's a gospel artist. But you don't listen to what happens with artists that stay in careers, right? And then gradually hone their craft from a place of tiny comfort, right? And instead of doing what most artists that actually blow up, they usually get to a point where that's all they have, right? It's just I got to make music or nothing, right? So the world praises those folks because you have all the time to hone in on your craft, which is good. It's probably maybe the best, right? But I'm trying to get you guys to understand that there's another way, right? If you're stuck in one place, do not blame yourself for being stuck. Just make sure that you carve out time to do that thing that makes you happy. You get what I'm saying? To do that thing that makes you happy. And this is what this guy did. So he worked in engineering. He took his time. And he said this too. He took his time while doing that engineering to craft a sound on his own. He basically created a genre, and I think maybe he's one of the first to do gospel music that makes you want to text your ex. Ladies and gentlemen, gospel music that makes you want to text your ex. What type of genre are we gonna what kind of genre are we gonna call that? What are we gonna call it? Gospel love, or what exactly are we gonna talk? Right? So he because of that level of comfort that he was and the time that he took a while to blow. He started singing in 2016. He didn't blow up until 2023. 7 years, right? In that 7 years, he started releasing major singles 4 years after, right? So he was working as a petroleum engineer. He created one song, it went viral. And when the song went viral, when the song was actually blowing up, he was still working, right? And then he followed it with another music. So when you listen to this guy's sound, as soon as you turn on this guy's music, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, block your ex. Block your ex before you turn this guy's music. Can anybody guess who I'm talking about? Can anybody guess? Let me see if I'll keep talking until somebody guess. I'll reveal this thing to you in a couple minutes. Somebody says CK. No, that's not him. Naira Mali. Not Naira Mali. I haven't revealed his name yet, Aiti. So I'm trying to get you guys to get. This Miss Neurologist, I doubt you are a you are not a neurologist. I will not take my neurons and come and give you no you are how did you know Naira Marley as a neurologist? I can never surrender my neurons to you. Predestined. Predet Predestined. I appreciate you. I appreciate. Thanks for the corgi. And even you're my title gifter. Royalty, I appreciate you. Danielle, I thank you so much. Y'all are the ones keeping this show going on because you keep sending me stuff. Everybody, there's 400 and something people on this live that have seen this live in real time. And then you guys are just texting. Send me stuff. Shed masculine love. Masculine love, you're welcome. The audacity. You brought your sister, huh? You graduated from Duke. I don't trust you. All right. It's not Pokoli. It's not Zinoleski. I don't know how you got there. His name is. Are you guys ready? His name is An Endless Ocean. An Endless Ocean. Who has heard of this guy? An Endless Ocean. It's one name. I'm not even lying to you. That's a name. I'm telling you, that's a name. I'm gonna pin it there so you can see it. An endless ocean. Just go when after this you go look him up. You see what I'm saying. An endless ocean. You never heard of him because you keep listening to Naira Mali. You are the only neurologist that went to medical school and you use Naira Mali to study kidney. And you want me to come and surrender myself to you on the surgery table. I will not do it. An endless ocean. Even the name, what he gave his name, you could tell that he put some thought into it. Because when you see the name on Apple, you're like, what is this? And how do you spell? How do you pronounce it? Until you now understand that it's actually three words that he put together. So you could tell that he put thoughts into actually crafting his name. So just think about how his sound comes. I was surprised when I heard this guy. First, I didn't know he was Nigerian, right? Until I listened to more songs. Then I was like, oh, I was like, damn, I've never seen a gospel artist that makes me want to text my ex. What gospel artist makes you want to text your ex? You praise God, but you just have you are in your feelings. Meanwhile, the words that comes out of his mouth has nothing to do with you and what your ex were doing. Because you and your ex, you and I know what you guys were doing. If we put it out in the public, you guys will you be ashamed of yourself. But this guy sings gospel songs, right? The lyrics are all gospel. He's praising God. He's doing what he wants to do. And then you are just having bad thoughts. An Endless Ocean is original. He's very, very authentic. And because of him, because of that authenticity, and because of the uniqueness of his situation, he has been able to sell out shows. He's, I think, currently doing a tour of United Kingdom and Canada. I don't know why he's avoiding the United States. He, tours Africa all the time. He now has a show. I mean, he now has like a big platform. I think he got nominated for one of those. I think it was VMAs or something. I can't remember. But guess what? He started in 2016. He didn't get into the limelight until 2023. And right now, he's one of the next rated and one of the big ones because he took his time to craft his art. So please go and check An Endless Ocean and let me know when you let me know what you think about him in the next Maker Monday. Every Maker Monday, I'm gonna try to highlight some of these people who actually did pretty good because he moved from a petroleum engineering background, crafted his art while he was still working a 9 to 5, and now he's doing a global music tour. He's just blown up all over the place. He has, I think he posted his stream information on Spotify the other day, and he's like massive. So basically, listen to that guy. Let me know. But there's also lessons to be learned here, guys. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, if you do have something else that you're interested in and you're passionate about, keep doing what you're doing, but try to don't get discouraged by everybody telling you you're too old, you've gone too far, you're going to be competing with people who have been singing or doing all these things for a long time. All you need to do is take time daily, right, to craft your art and keep doing what you're doing. I'm doing the same thing too as well. But I just said for my first episode of Maker Mondays, this is the message and this is the artist that I wanted to bring to you. So go listen to him and let me know how it goes. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it up for questions. I got a few minutes for questions before I turn on the live. Ask me your questions. Ask me your questions and we can go. Every Monday, I'm going to be highlighting somebody that's doing things differently. Authenticity. I'm big on authenticity. I'm big on originality. So I'm going to highlight it. I joke around and play around inside when I'm highlighting because that's just my brand. I'm a comedian. So you're going to hear a lot of funny stuff when I'm doing these things. But this is the idea. I'm trying to get people to be more original and more authentic and do all of those things. Do I do MC? Yeah, it depends on the event I do. Summer sale, you trying to book me? Somebody say, how many exes do you have, and from what countries and what tribe? God, ah, neurologist. This neurologist. Please don't neurology my any of my siblings. Sir. How many exes do you have, and from what countries and what tribe? Well, um, um, so I have I have then I'll reveal the number to you at another time. But I've mostly dated black American girls. That's the most. Nigerian, and then what I'm saying, in between I've done some things on the side. Back, 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 back when I was there's streets and then there's sidewalk. So I was not in the streets, but I was in the sidewalk. So there's a couple of things that were there that time. I hope that answers your question. Olu, my Niger man wants to talk to you. He said, "Who is this man?" I don't understand. Am I causing problems in your matrimonial home? I give you advice. Your man should be happy with me. If your man is not happy with me, I don't know who else will be happy with you. The advice that I've given you is why your situationship is almost getting into a relationship. It's why your almost man is not your man. You get what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? Somebody might have a crush on you. A man, I'm not into. Tell your man I'm not interested. Oh. Man relationship, I'm not inside. Please, please tell your man that there's no. We're not doing that here. Uh, let me see. Are you married now? I'm not married. What's your problem? I don't understand. Uh, what of your Hispanic girlfriend? Who is Motrade? Are you the one that, did you DoorDash me Hispania? You get what I'm saying? You people just been making assumptions. You may not even know if I'm a virgin. That's the funny thing. Okay, what if I'm a virgin? You know what I'm saying? What if I'm a virgin? My man, my man, my man. Ah, the audacity. Audacity. Hummingbird, what are you screaming for? Somebody say, speak Yoruba. See, I'm not even Yoruba. That's the funny part of the story. You guys want me to be Yoruba so that you can put me in the demon category. I'm not even Yoruba. Guess what? It drops gems and fruity pebbles at it. The audacity. You don't have man with this type of with the type of words that are coming out of your mouth. I don't think you have man. You know, I don't think you have man. Where are you located? I'm in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. That's where I am. You guys are not asking correct questions. You're asking. What part of Nigeria are you from? I'm from a place called Cross River States. Cross River. Calabar. You heard of the Calabar people? Yeah, that's where I'm from. Olu is my name only because I was born and raised in Lagos, and that's what my friends used to call me. They call me Olua Fresh Out Ebelechu CJ. So just it's that's the name they know me as. Calabar Ninja. Yes, that's us. You know the things. I'm telling Abiodun on you. What did Abiodun do? Most of the questions you're running from. I don't see any questions. Y'all not asking me any questions. You just asking me if I'm married. Are you trying to marry me? That's my question. I'm trying to help your life. You are trying to help mine. Leave me out of it. I'm the coach. I'm a coach. You leave the coach out of the business. The coach is outside. You are the one playing. How old are you? I'm in my early to mid late 30s. You guys should ask me questions about what I just said. Can you ask me questions about the topic of the this thing? You're asking me about why do people want to know about me? What's popping? Is this why we are here? Why are you asking me about me? You are stressing me out on TikTok. You are not even giving me flower, whatever they used to give. You are not giving me any gifts. You are not giving me anything, and you are asking questions. I'm the number one end time dating coach on the planet. I'm helping your life. I'm helping your destiny. You are asking me questions. Is it? Are you coming? Is it for me that we are here? We're asking. We're trying to help your life. The next thing you ask me now is where's my address? I don't understand. Am I the dating coach or you are the dating coach? Who is dating coach in this equation? What is going on here? I'm starting to suspect you guys. I'm trying to. I think I'm starting to suspect you. I'm starting to suspect you guys. Am I Binu? Are we Binu? What are you talking about? Look at it. Even that is still a question on me now. Ask me something about the topic at hand. Are you people not? Don't you want? You get what I'm saying? What was your sincerely Raquita? What was your question about content creator creation? What was it? What was your question around it? I missed it. Type it again. Wonder Whitney. I know that you will not follow the rules. You cannot follow you. Yeah, you and rules. You can't follow it. Where is the question about content creation? Sincerely Raquita. Don't quit on me now. How do you stay motivated? That's a good question. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How do I stay motivated? Are you is that for content creation or for if you're talking about content creation, how I stay motivated is the support that I get from people like you. You get what I'm saying? I see you want to listen to me. I feel like you want to hear what I have. Every time I get very encouraging messages. People send me messages all the time telling me, thanking me for my jokes, thanking me for my advice. Oh, don't end my life. Why are they ending my life? Complete the verification to continue. Okay, hold on one second. Let me complete that. Don't come, don't come in my life. There you go. Perfect. All right, I'm back. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So every time I see nice messages. I see encouraging messages. They say keep going. We enjoy your jokes. I'm so happy that I found your page. I give some of the best advice in the history of situationship. You get what I'm saying? I've actually helped somebody to get married right now as I'm speaking to you. This weekend that's coming, a student of mine is getting married from just advice. What have you done with your life? These big lips, they have given people marriage. You get what I'm saying? What have you done with your life and your destiny? This is somebody that very soon they have two children. The two children will be walking around. They don't know that somebody was instrumental to their existence. The audacity is giving me cookies. Talking about cookies is sassy. Do something. You get what I'm saying? Okay, sincerely, Raquita said, "No, I'm not emceeing the wedding. I'm an artist, but I'm not. I'm at a crossroads. I know I need to make content around my music for people who know who I am, but I really do not like doing it. Um, well, if you don't like making music, why are you an artist? That's if you don't like making music, what is because that's the main thing. If you don't enjoy it, I don't think you should do it though. You know you need to make content for around your music for people to know who you are, but you really don't. Oh, sorry, so get mind you, I read it too fast. You don't like doing content creation, the content creation part of music. Use AI. Use AI to help. So I keep telling people all the time, I'm like, and it goes back to my point. I want you guys to listen good. We're not just all about jokes here. We joke and we bring reality. Now is the time for you to automate the things you don't like doing, right? And focus on what you enjoy doing. Me at work, I've been able to use AI to help me to, finish up early. Not 100%. I just use my brain and my mind, and I'm able to finish doing what I'm still. I get in my car, I record, and then as soon as I record the videos, automate it so that it sends it to an AI editor. I don't have an editor. I hired somebody to edit. They were not doing it well, so now I just put it there, and so I automate it, and I post most of my videos while I'm driving back to my home. So I'm using technology to help me to take care of the things that I'm not really good at, which I hate. Content creation. I even hate social media somewhat, right? But I'm able to use AI. So try to don't worry too much. And this is me to Raquita. My advice is don't worry too much about the perfection in the content. It's not going to get perfect immediately. You should actually put out content that is not perfect, right? Because what happens is if you get used to posting, then you can get used to getting better at posting. But if you're trying to get better at posting when you haven't even started to post, then you're never going to get to where you are. So, especially if you don't like creating content, use a lot of AI. Don't use the AI slop that is just 100% AI, but create stuff and use AI editors, 9.99 per month. They got a couple of apps out there. Make sure that you don't have any excuse. There shouldn't be any excuse now for not using content creation to promote yourself, right? This is not the time, this is not the age that you have that excuse, right? Yeah, you're a full-time teacher. I use Riverside platform. When you record, it splits it into snippets, right? It already has everything. You go, the AI has gotten better. It zones into like the place where it thinks people might like, but you can also go and edit that one and just expand the time, right? It's pretty easy, but it gets better when you use it. It gets better as you go ahead and use it. So the main thing you don't want to do is you don't want to just chill. You don't want to just do it. Pay the extra bucks. I keep telling people, pay the extra bucks. You say who? This one say, what makes you think everybody has 9.99? But you have 9.99 for burger. Everybody does not have 9.99. But every time I go to Water Burger on my way to going to another place because I'm not there, I see the line is so long. The Water Burger with Sprite and fries is almost $11. You don't have 9.99. You don't have 9.99 for AI. That's what you say. You have 9.99 to go and eat burger. You don't have 9.99 to pay for it's something that will edit your video for you. You are looking for free. Yeah, Raquita. So I hope that answers it. I'm a private chef and I post all my beautiful food on here, but I hate public speaking. How do I overcome that to be able to create content where I am comfortable in speaking? That's a good question. Um, so the thing about what you're trying to do is to be good at public speaking, you first have to be good with private speaking. You get what I'm saying? Public means people are watching you, but you and your camera, you have to get to the point where you just like I'm not used to talking to the camera, but I had to get used to it, right? Um, I don't think I'm even really very good at it, right? But the thing about it is, it gets better with time. But do not start live. Don't go on lives when you're not good with public speaking. Start with recording your video with just you alone. Work with your witnesses, your weaknesses. Don't assume that your weaknesses are just gonna disappear. And don't wish your weaknesses disappear. The fact that you're not good with public speaking on the line could be insecurities and things, but another thing could be that you are a perfectionist, which is not really a bad thing, right? You want to get a good product before you can give it to other people. So perfect your whatever perfectionist thing you're doing, but turn on your camera. No live, no streaming, record and post on a platform that you don't have friends. If you're concerned about your friends, go and open a brand new TikTok that has nothing but strangers and keep posting there. Work your way up to comfortability with strangers. Like all of you people don't know me now. You get what I'm saying? You just know me from my videos. That's why I'm talking like that. If you knew me, maybe I'll be behaving myself. You don't know me, now I can't behave myself. Work with people you don't know. Strangers are going to support you more than friends, but you have to first don't go on lives, go on record yourself and open a social media where you have no known friends and then work your comfortability where you're able to speak. That's my advice for you. Okay, let me see TikTok. What is it? Advice to somebody who wants to make a career pivot. That's a broad question. If you want to make a career pivot, Where from and where to, and then why do you want to make a career path? That's too broad. Not everyone likes their job doesn't like them. I have 9.99. Uh, I'm gonna miss some questions, but I'll soon. And thank you for your time. So I appreciate the knowledge. Anytime, Raquita. Yeah, check out Riverside and let me know. Let me know on the next live how you see it. Going to Lagos in December. Try to come back in as you went. Don't come back pregnant, please. Your man does not need a step stepson. What advice do you give for growing your YouTube? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see the advice for growing your YouTube, please let me know because my YouTube self is not growing. My YouTube is still a child. Um, and after this live, please go follow my YouTube. I don't have advice for growing YouTube because I have only 325 subscribers on YouTube. So if you guys want to help me to get it up to 400, please feel free to do it. I have a video that I just posted. So this Miss Neurologist, something is wrong with it. Something is definitely wrong with you. All right, guys. It was nice. I'm gonna be here every Monday, 9 Eastern. I really enjoyed it. If you want to check a recap of this, then I think you can go on YouTube. It's gonna post on YouTube. I appreciate you. Mwah. I'm gonna see y'all later. Go check my video. I just posted one. I posted a video on guys, I posted a video on um divorce, right? A lot of people divorced today. So I posted one on YouTube and Instagram. And as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna post it on TikTok. So go check it up and you're gonna see what's going on. I'll see you guys later.